sideways. We was the ones giving girls problems back in my day. Quick coffee run, my bitch grabbing me a latte. 2 girls hunt up on a nigga, it's a Friday. Swinging sideways, we was the ones giving girls problems back in my day. Quick coffee run, my bitch grabbing me a latte. 2 girls hugged up on a nigga, it's a Friday.
I'm high as fuck, I just finished grinding. I macked on this bitch with remarkable time. I count 100 cash at a drop of a dime and talk game on a track with immaculate rhyme. I got so many hoes on the street need construction. Wanna choose me, need a good introduction. Cost a cool fee, dig it out, don't rush.
Way to bring us back.
Stuff of the law, 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 stuff of the law. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to open our guidance.
Long nights for sure. We haven't been with y'all for a little bit, but you know, when we come back with the illustrious, the finest, and the most exquisite guest in the world. And today is no different. Tonight, rather, it's no different. That's what we need.
Yeah, you're right. Today, well, it is night.
It is. It's no different. And we have the owner. We'll make that clear. The owner of Art. All right. What time for us?
Always respect time.
Always respect time. And to be fair, he was respectful
I was
of time.
about to say he was definitely punctual.
Very respectful of time today.
He was definitely punctual.
Make some noise.
Curt.
Good man.
Curt.
Appreciate it.
What's going on, babe? I appreciate you for coming up, bro.
Yes,
We've been
sir.
talking about this for at least 2 months.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate you for dressing aesthetically as well. Because, you know, people come through with a brand and it's like, what's
Richard
the vibes? I appreciate you coming through. Like, this is not a gimmick. It seems like this is like, yo, I do this. This is what this is. So
these pants are also his, ladies and gentlemen. They just happen to be reversible.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who pants those look like? The good brother of
Pray?
Yeah.
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 So he definitely has some joints that look like that.
Me, Carl, and Rich, we just all operate on the same brain sometimes.
That's how we met,
for
actually.
sure.
Okay, that's hard. I definitely love it.
Yeah, that's
definitely love the output. So, Curt, we got you here today. Let's talk. Art.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, art. I love the vibes. Always respect time.
Yeah. He makes socks, Charles, too, Charles.
Oh, you know me. I love a good sock.
Hey, Charles, these some good socks.
That orange is
I'm not just hyping it, but like these definitely some good ass socks.
That orange is very fire. I'm not going to say
You
from
like
here.
a good thick sock, too.
I love a good sock, for sure.
Hey, brother, this is a good thick sock. Word to Trump.
Please relax.
My bad. Y'all know what meme I'm talking about. Y'all know what meme I'm talking about.
All right, let's get back.
Let's get back. My bad, we fooling. The gates of
It's
hell are
not just a
definitely
brand,
open.
it's a movement. You guys make that very clear.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that in particular statement.
Well, the way I see it, time is like the most valuable thing that we have. You know what I mean? It's
Only currency we can't get back.
yeah. Can't rush it. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. So, you know, make the best of it while you're here, you know what I'm saying? Being present, respecting the past, learning from the past, and always kind of be innovative in your thinking, progressive. It's just about being balanced in all three. Being innovative, thinking about the future, being present, and, you know, respecting and paying homage to what's happened in the past and learning from what's happened in the past. That's time. That's respecting time for me. And I'm a fan of acronyms, so art is everything. This right here, us sitting here on a podcast, that's art. You know what I mean? Everything is art and it's relatable to everybody. Everybody relates to time. So that was kind of more so the mentality towards it. You know, so many business owners that say, okay, find your target audience. And while I do have a target audience, my brand tends to resonate with everybody because everybody resonates with art and time. So,
With the, so what would you say you started this? Because there's a lot of people can pinpoint maybe a time, a year, a place for you? Is there a point where you say, hey, this is where art begins, not just as a concept, but something like sort of physical or material?
It'd be hard. That's a question that I think about often because I would say, as far as in a physical form, I started making these jackets. I used to paint these jackets.
Yeah, it's one of the best jackets.
Appreciate that.
Is it on like Molly joint?
It's not a jean jacket.
Oh, okay.
It's a tapestry.
Yeah, I have a tapestry jacket, and I have a worker's jacket.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you because I saw some of the pieces, but I was just like, I don't really know how to explain these. Like some of your jackets and like some of just like your overcoats or outerwear.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't consider myself the most fashion guys, but I like to put on something nice. So I would just say like, you got some coats.
Yeah. We'll get
Which is crazy, Charles, because you actually be having some shit.
Yeah, because you know, like my mother, she'd be like, I'm not gonna lie, she'd be like, yo, this is a really nice Pico. You want that? I'd be like, yeah, for sure. So like,
Charles was wearing a particular brand of bubble jacket.
Oh
before the scammers were.
Yeah, my mother, that's her shit. She'd be off her Macy's bag. She'd be getting her shit. But I'm sorry, but continue with the types of jackets.
That's hard. Yeah, no, I used to paint these jackets. It used to be like a mental health awareness jacket, where it's on the back I used to paint "Thou shalt always love thyself." On the front, I used to do it for my friends. So on the front, I paint your initials. On the back, I put "Thou shalt always love thyself." And you know, in the logo, I would write "Art for always respect time." And so that kind of became something that I started living by, and so I started kind of like preaching that, so to speak, through me. Like time just became my thing. Like if I can't do anything about it, I'm not gonna worry about it, and I'm gonna try to be as present as possible in the moment. And so that kind of translated to the jackets, and the message was just, you know, be human and treat each other like we're human, and that those jackets were like a reminder of that.
May I ask what specific mental health specificity was the first to kick off the jacket movement?
I can't even really pinpoint it, honestly. I've always viewed life like from different people's perspective, right? I've never been like a judgmental person, so I can look at something and be like, oh, like I'm not so quick to write somebody off or label somebody as something. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm like, maybe they went through this when this trauma caused this, which led to this type of thing. And so in that, like I tried to get, whenever I would talk to people and people would come to me and say, oh, this person, blah, 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 I would always be the one to say, well, look at it from their point of view. Maybe this was going on. Because if it was you would want somebody to be
not half empty, half full.
Exactly. So, but to be clear, there are some trash people out here. So you also gotta.
He's like, well, now don't do this.
Yeah, everybody don't get a pass, but I just encourage everybody to just view things from a perspective thing. So the jacket just carried a message like, "Thou shalt always love thyself." You know what I'm saying? Loving yourself, and treating others how you want to be treated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that just being a reminder, so that when you deal with people, you deal with them with care.
Okay. So like open-mindedness and open-heartedness is something you take initially.
Yeah.
Intentionally, I should say.
For sure.
That is. I love that. So before we started the pod, we were talking about consistency and a bunch of other stuff, but consistency seemed to be a theme of the conversation. Art, always respect time, and consistency. You have to be consistent with time. How does that play in with you and your brand?
Oh man, I get bullied all the time.
I'm glad you know that.
I get bullied all the time
because I'm one of the bullies.
People will see stuff and they be like, "Yo, when is that dropping?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
we were just talking. I was like, that jacket that you wore at the alumni spot last time I talked to you. I was like, Hey, bro, you dropping that? Nah, this 101. Like, you try pissing me off.
I get that all the time from, all my friends. So, and people who aren't even my friends. So, it's all appreciated, man, because it's always a constant reminder. I had a conversation with Juanito, really talented brother. He has the brand Absence, and he customizes the sneakers. But he was just like, nah, you can't be like, because I was just like, yo, I'm a perfectionist, so like I want to make sure everything's just like perfect before it goes out. And he was just like, nah, we don't want to hear that. Like, let it go. Like it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go, because you can't starve the people that if there's a want for it. So
Art is subjective, right?
yeah. So
your brand is named art, right?
Exactly.
Let the people subject the art, bro.
Exactly. So it forced me to kind of just not really be as, because I'm telling you, if I would have never dropped the tapestry jacket if I stayed in, you know what I mean? I would have just been sticking.
Have y'all seen that jacket?
Steady there.
You haven't seen it?
I don't know if it was part of the December winter collection.
It was the November. It was
It don't
part
with
of
the
the December
clocks on
collection.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't really know how to explain that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what a few of those
All right.
pieces I was like, oh, okay.
So you know the jacket that I have that's like embroidered, I guess you could say. Like the white joint with like the designs.
Yes, the joint that the people would be liking. It looked like
it's
a mural.
it's like that, but better.
Okay. No, that's very hard.
Nah, dead ass.
I don't disagree with you.
Like that's the perfect way to just like explain it. Like it's that jacket, but better.
Yeah.
Like, well, one thing I was gonna ask, because on your site you talk about mental health, you also talk about and financial literacy.
Yeah.
What you've explained the mental health part, at least, like how that kind of what is the kind of the financial literacy aspect? Why do those two things do they go together, and why do you feel like those are both important for you and your brand in particular?
I thought that question was gonna come later, Charles.
I mean, you had it with the mental health one.
Let's get me here now. So I feel like those are two things that are lacking as far as like just education. You know what I'm saying?
And entrepreneurship.
And entrepreneur. Yeah, when you come up through school, nobody talks about financial literacy. They don't talk about mental health. They say you can go talk to the counselor, but we've seen some of our school counselors. You know what I mean? So,
How long we been out of school, Charles?
Ooh, what schooling?
High school. I ain't go to college, so.
Damn, what's that like? 14 years at this point?
And you know what I'm saying? Some of the counselors were fucking kids. My bad.
wow. Yeah, I won't even say. I won't even say. I won't even say. But yeah, I mean that.
Statute of limitations, right?
Maybe.
This shit's civil now.
I don't know if that's how that works. But I see where your mind is at. I definitely see where your mind is at.
But yeah, it's just an area of it's lacking.
Get out loud.
And so, I want to be that. I want to be, with it being so relatable, art, always respect time. I want to also give back to the community and through in that way. You know what I'm saying? Connect with people who are experts in those fields and connect with them with providing that type of education to the community. And I've done things like I've gone up to high schools and talked to high school seniors about, different avenues, because when I was in school, it was just college. Mm-hmm. And if you weren't going to a university, it was like, oh, go to the community college. But nobody talked about trades or even entrepreneurship. So there's an old teacher that I'm still connected with.
I'll say niggas need plumbers, bro.
Yeah.
That's a very good business.
And I do HVAC too. So
You do HVAC?
yeah. So
That's great money.
I'm about to say that's what pays for the brand.
Yeah, I was about to
That's
say.
what funds the brand.
That's what fun.
That makes a great. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's that's something I go up there and talk to them about my brand and entrepreneurship as well as trades.
Okay.
Because like you said, it's great money and
Yeah, hell yeah.
Both.
Especially HVAC.
yeah.
Yeah. But may I ask your ethnicity, bro?
Nigga.
Okay. Straight hate black men. Say less.
I didn't think it was.
No, I was just like, I said ethnicity for a reason because it could have been like West Indian,
Oh no.
some other shit.
They claim it's some Native American somewhere in there, but everybody's
for sure.
because we all got high cheekbones.
Nigga, we black.
We all got high cheekbones.
So
Everybody.
all right, so when it comes down to what you actually designing, when do you decide the level of quality on said product?
What do you mean by level of quality?
Like, all right, so we were talking earlier, and you were like, all right, so I have an idea of said design, and then the sample comes back. I'm getting into too many questions I wrote down, but the sample comes back, and it's not the sample I want, so I might that design might remain a one of one.
Right.
When do you design? When does the design of quality reach standards so that it reaches mass production? I guess you could say.
That's a great question because it all depends on,
Especially as a perfectionist.
yeah. So nowadays it's a lot easier because I'm a lot more educated than I was, and I'm still every day I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm working at my craft and trying to educate myself on things because I ain't go to school for this. I just kind of picked it up and YouTube University, Google University'd it up. And
Make some connections, work with some people.
exactly, you know what I'm saying? Ask questions, shout out to Carl and Rich, and I was fortunate enough to watch.
That's Pray, the
Yeah.
shirt I got on
Pray
Ricardo
for
Deshawn.
Ricardo Deshawn. Shout out to them, and I was fortunate to be a fly on the wall a lot of times with other brands. Like shout out to Zella Famani and
Oh man,
All Homage, Eat brand. You know what I mean? Brands like that, I was able to kind of watch, and I watched them closely, and I have the utmost respect for them because I learned so much from them. You know what I'm saying? They saved me a lot of time with a lot of stuff. So I mean, back to the question, it depends on how well the sample comes out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And how excited I am after the mock-up. A lot of times I'll post you like the mock-up on my story, and if it garners a lot of attention, a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, I need that," then now that becomes primary on my board, and I'm like, all right, well, let me figure out how to make this work. If I got a sample back that wasn't of quality, let me figure out how to make this work.
okay.
But I don't really like to be stuck on a lot of designs because I design like my thing is I try to come up with a design a day. That's how I work. As far as whether it's just the idea or the mock-up or whatever it is, I try to come up with a design a day. And so with that being said, you can imagine just how many designs I'm sitting here like, oh, I need to get a sample of this, I need to get a sample of this. And that's how, like we was talking earlier, I forgot about the jacket that you saw me in because I gave it to somebody and
You got it back.
Yeah, it was out of sight, out of mind. But when I got it back, I was like,
I wish y'all could see this fucking jacket. Because if y'all saw the jacket and he was wearing it on the couch, bro, y'all be like, fuck you, man, he got this junk back. Like, somebody gave this junk. It's actually on the internet.
Yeah.
Follow Avante, UH, Vante. Y'all can figure out the rest of that spelling. And then, yeah, bro. Like, or the THEE Booth Experience.
Yeah.
It's definitely on that page.
Yeah.
Bruh. I saw him the night he posted in that jacket, that very art jacket. I was this close to asking you if you would sell that to me on the spot.
Man, honestly, I'm the type of person where it's like all you gotta do is ask.
Say less.
If you ask, I'm liable to
Curt,
give it to you.
We good.
Say
Say less. And I'm not gonna let you give it to me.
And
But
anybody that know me can attest to that. Like most people just don't ask. So
I'm not gonna ask.
Most people really don't just ask.
I'm definitely
it'd be as simple as asking. And
I'm definitely
that
gonna
was a
offer.
lesson. That was one of the lessons that I learned early on, and honestly, that contributed a lot to where I'm at today too. Because now I ask questions. Because like the worst people can say is no, or I'm charging.
You definitely said you give a lot of samples away.
Yeah. All the time. My friends always have samples of mine, and sometimes I regret them. There's some samples out there that I still need to get back, but I forgot who I gave them to. So,
He's an other guy.
So how does that work though? Like, how do you decide who you give a sample to? How do you decide what you want as a sample? Like, can you explain the sampling process for anybody that would like to start a brand and just like?
well, I mean, it depends on the type of brand that, said person wants to build. I do mostly cut and sew. What that means is like I build the garments built from scratch. I'm not physically making the garment myself, but I'm designing the garment from scratch as far as like sizing, the cut of it. You know what I mean? It's not just I don't buy blanks and put my logo on it, which is it's nothing wrong with that because there's some really good blanks out here, and honestly, there are going to be times where I am going to just buy some blanks and put my logo on it because there are some quality blanks out here, and it saves you a lot of money. But like,
is that cheaper per mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and rightfully so because you have. I like having full control over the garment. I know everything that goes into my garments, and they're getting a lot better with a lot of the blanks out there. So you can buy a blank where it would be pretty much the same quality of something that I just got designed.
Can you explain a blank?
Okay, so a blank is like so like you go to Target and you get a Hanes tee. A Hanes tee would be a blank. You can buy those Hanes tees standard. Yeah, you can buy those in bulk and just get your logo printed on it. Or a lot of people talk about
like how niggas was doing it.
What's the
everybody talks about Gildan, but actually, depending on the Gildan shirt you get, they have some pretty good. They have some good shirts too. It's just they have different numbers and models of shirts, so it depends on that. But yeah, the sampling process, the samples are very expensive, very expensive. So I try not to spend a lot of time on samples. And I try to get it right the first time. Because
how much would you say one cent? Like, just for what? Maybe not for you per se, but like when you're thinking of, man, this is about to cost me. What's the kind of the price range where you're like, that's a lot for a sample?
So the tapestry jacket, when I got that sample, $300.
That
for the sample.
That sounds reasonable though.
Yeah. So basically,
the quality of jacket.
Yeah.
I really wish I bought that bitch, cause I would have had it on right now, and y'all can actually see it. Like, but it's one of them things like pictures doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to feel it, cause the detailing that goes into it is just like it's like a nice carpet, but it's a jacket.
Yeah. Because there's so much detail and because you're pretty much building it from scratch. Yeah. The manufacturer actually still loses out on money charging that much. Like, and so they kind of just...
It's a bunch of clocks.
Yeah.
Roman numerals, my nigga. You know how many colors is in that fucking jacket?
Yeah.
And it switches throughout the stitch.
You said they lose money, with doing it. Does your relationships with them, does that sort of help further along the process? So the better relationships you have, maybe the quicker turnaround versus like when you first started versus now, or is it just, hey, these samples are gonna be what they are because this is what it costs. This how it is.
Yeah, because a lot of manufacturers, again, perspective. You look at it from their perspective. They're dealing with a lot of people who are just ordering samples. And the only way they make money is if you order in bulk. They prefer large quantity. I'm talking about they prefer thousands. So you think, they got hundreds of thousands of people hitting them up every day. Hey, can I get a sample of this? Can you make this in a sample? And they losing out on money. So when they meet you, they're like, all right, we'll make this sample for you, but like, when are you gonna order bulk? And so the relationship gets a lot easier once you
start ordering
in bulk. So now I have a pretty good relationship with a lot of my manufacturers. I have multiple manufacturers that I've made multiple orders with, and they're a bit easy to the point that some samples they'll give me for free.
And depending on what the garment is, that type of situation.
Yeah, for free or discounted. Or they just like there'll be manufacturers that tell you straight up, you order one sample, but we not gonna do another one for you.
Damn.
Yeah, because and when I first started, it was just like, well, just charge me whatever it costs. You know what I mean? Because going back to sampling, and it's funny because a lot of my people, they tell me, what's the budget for this? And I'm the type of person, they get frustrated with me. I'm the type of person, there is no budget for quality. And I tell my manufacturers all the time, because a lot of new manufacturers that I work with, they'll be like, oh, well, this is cheaper. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Because there is no price tag on quality for me. So,
it's my art. It's my shit.
Yeah, it's my art. So whatever it costs, and my name's attached to it. So whatever it costs, you know what I mean? Let's spend it if it's gonna be worth it. If I deem it's gonna be worth it. So
when you regret it though, how does that process work?
Or do you regret it?
For you?
Regret what exactly?
A sample or something, because you said that it has to be worth it. Because it can't. I mean, just in life, we don't all hit 1,000.
Yeah,
we don't all hit 1,000.
Yeah, no. I got tons of.
Impossible.
That's what I'm saying. What's the graveyard like of samples? Like, how does that? What is that like?
He's wearing a sample.
Yeah, this is a sample. This would actually go in the graveyard because
Wow,
Nigga, that's a sample.
interesting. Why would that go in the graveyard?
So the idea
Sure,
is
that's all your face.
the idea is to have. This is called Chinao print. The logo's Chinao print, and I want the Chinao print to be a little deeper, so it has more of a grassy feel. You know what I mean? You
Like a shag type?
Not exactly shag, but
I'm
like,
just comparing it to a carpet, that's all.
yeah, but like a very low cut carpet, so I
Gotcha.
could be able to. It ain't gonna be long.
I
but
got
it's
you, yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I should be able to like put a little indentation in it a little bit, and it's not as thick as it should be, and the color is a little shade off. But that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal to me. I rock with this color. We just gotta get this right.
That's an $80 hoodie you got on.
Yeah, so, and
You see that man's face?
the
You see that
the hoodie
man's
samples.
face?
The hoodie samples anywhere from 100 to 160.
That's nuts.
So, yeah, but like fortunately, like if I don't get it right the first time, I'm getting it right the second time. So when I first started, the sampling process was real frustrating because you get into like 4 or 5 different samples. But now it ain't that bad.
Like you said, $300.
Yeah.
That's we wanted $1,500 before we done sold a piece.
I made this jacket. It was a red jacket, and it had reflective logos all over it. Art logos, yeah.
Okay.
And that joint was like $650 for the sample.
Yeah, M3 is expensive as shit.
It went from 300 to 650.
And that's one of the samples that is currently floating around.
For real?
Yeah.
So when you say currently floating around, what does that mean? Like this is like I could walk down 8th Street and I'm gonna see a girl with an art like
You might.
So if you see somebody in a sample, like they're probably like real close to me.
Got you.
Yeah. So like my friends, they'll simply ask, yo, let me get that. And with me and I know a lot of times, you know, people don't understand. I really hope I don't really offend a lot of people. Where people will ask me for something or they'll ask me to do something, and I'll say yeah, and then I'll forget. Because again, if it's out of sight, out of mind for me, a lot of times, and I try to get better with that. But if I already agreed to something, I tell my friends all the time, keep asking me. Because more than likely, I just forgot. It's not like I'm trying to
malicious
curve you or do some Hollywood stuff. like to think I'm a pretty genuine person. So if I agree to something, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because if I like something, I'm gonna say no. Like if I like it a lot, I'm gonna say no. And I do have sample pieces that I do say no to.
Really?
Because, you know what I'm saying, those are my babies and you can't get it until it's mass produced. Yeah. So that's how I go about that.
Okay.
Not mad at that thought process.
So how do you, when you're designing a piece, we were talking about cuts and all that earlier, how do you figure out the cut of said design? Do you think about it beforehand when you're like mentally designing it, or when the sample comes?
Oh no, it's definitely before the sample comes. Before the sample comes, I already send a size chart of how it's going to be cut.
So you send dimensions along with design.
Yeah, a lot of people call them tech packs. I don't get, but a lot of times I don't get as technical as a tech pack. A tech pack is basically a detailed
I'm here.
pamphlet
I
of
want the hoodie to weigh this much. I want
dimensions.
I want the hood
the
itself.
button sizes, the material here, the material there, the button size. It's too much detail.
Yeah.
And
I randomly watched a podcast about a designer about he designed cars. He designed, I believe, one of the Rolls Royces, and you know all Rolls Royces are handmade.
Yeah.
He was talking about this one particular one, and I was just like, he got down to like the lug nuts on the actual tire of the car, and I was like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
He was like, he went into the point where it's just like, even if you twisted it by hand, you didn't hear it.
Yeah. I appreciate people like that goes back to our conversation where, like I said, I run into these people who's passionate about it, where they can get down to a science like that. That's how I like to be. I'm maybe not that detailed with a lot of my stuff, but I get into detail with my stuff just because it matters to me. So, dang, what were we talking about?
I asked you about designs and cuts.
Right. So when it comes down to designs and cuts, I give them a lot of emphasis. More specifically, specific colors, a size chart, and other little details like overseas they tend to cut your pockets a little small, so you got to specify. Hey, make sure this pocket can fit an iPhone Max in there.
They get slanted pockets in Europe, and then America we get straight down.
Exactly. So it's different stuff like that. So I try to get as detailed as possible, because with the sample and like I tell my manufacturer, this gotta be as close to the bulk order, because if it's not, my sample needs to be the bulk order before I order the bulk order. So, or at least need to be comfortable with the fact that we got close enough. So whereas if I have a small detail with you, I'm comfortable enough to let you do that and trusting that you're gonna do it correctly on the bulk order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you go about picking your colors? Like, you have on reversible pants right now, my nigga. Like, how you go about like picking colors and like matching designs? Because like on the other side, it's like it's like a khaki, right?
Yeah. On the other side, it is khaki with embroidered logo.
Art, right? Yeah. So I'm like, how do you do that? Like, and what is your inspiration behind that? Like, granted, we talked about Carhartt, Dickie, and basically like durable work type brands before the cameras were rolling and shit. So like,
well, again, I do work in
HVAC for sure.
So I really wear Carhartt. I really wear Dickies to work.
This is
So
my
life,
life.
life is literally imitating art.
Yeah, literally. So I'm a huge fan of functional clothes. You know what I mean? So
it has to be durable and functional.
it has to be durable and functional. That's how stuff lasts. Like, you know what I mean? Carhartt, like, I could work in any extreme conditions with Carhartt and it'll stand the test of time.
For
you know
sure,
what I
and
mean?
then wash it and wear it to the club.
Exactly. So that is like my inspiration between just making clothes in general. And I don't know, man. I get inspiration from life. You know what I mean? The pandemic has made, I know, a lot of us, you know, kind of just like a crowd where we just like to stay in the house. But I still force myself to kind of get out, even if it's by myself. Like, I go out to eat by myself. I love doing happy hours. You know what I'm saying? The alumni spot has been great because a lot of times I'll pull up by myself, sit at the bar, and I'll just be people watching.
Dead ass. And then you might run into like a couple of your mans randomly.
Exactly. Like you.
Yeah, dead ass.
Yeah, so
Dead ass.
people watching has become, well, it's people watching always been my thing because I be talking about people like
sure.
that be going up here. That's a DC thing though.
Right, nigga, that nigga's busted. You
I
see
be
him?
cooking people.
Yeah, for sure. Like that, he's not from here. He's a transplant.
Yeah, it be like it all the time with them shoes. You know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
it be a lot of that going on, but also
He
just
laced up his 990s.
exactly. So a lot of times it just be, you know, I see what people like or what they're into.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it kind of influences because I try to stay, you know, I can't just only design stuff that I like. So that's how I get inspired. And again, respecting time. I've always been into sneakers. I've always been into like fashion in a sense, especially streetwear. So I like to go back and tap into archive streetwear pieces and stuff like that.
I love to say DC is a home of streetwear.
Hey, listen. That is the argument. Listen, I wear DC wherever I go for that reason. Because not a lot of people understand, especially outside of DC, just how influential DC has been on a lot of the bigger cities that's around us.
We
Like,
don't want to scrape a sharp. Kanye West, y'all's favorite rapper, and the nigga some of y'all voted for president.
talk about it.
Came here and spent his summers here in DC and say he got his swag from DC.
Yeah. Listen, if we want to get into it, like even again, a lot of the street dudes here, them New York dudes was coming down. They was getting all that stuff from us.
I'm already sure.
The T-tops.
The Goa Domes.
Yeah.
As they call them.
Yeah.
And we call them the ACGs or the Nike boots and shit. They call them ACGs now, but we call them Nike boots.
The Hugo Boss pullovers.
Come on
you know
now.
what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't understand that DC birthed a lot of styles.
What's that junk called? Lacoste Sportif.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lacoste Sportif, Lacoste.
Yeah.
Cats definitely rocking the last New Balance.
You know what I'm saying? New
A lot of
Balance.
things.
New Balance. I mean, New Balance is just undeniable, and
Adidas, bro.
yeah. And I'm so glad that, you know, Adidas recently had that panel where they was honoring Dom from somewhere, because, you know, it needed to be, with all the success that New Balance is having now. DC kept their lights on, just because like nobody else was wearing New Balance, and we go other places and they were like,
Son, them 992 saved them, bro.
oh yeah. In
I
high
don't care what
school,
nobody
in
said.
high school, I kept me a pair of 992s.
And especially the jumps with the USA jump, the USA flag on the tongue.
Yeah.
Like, those were limited run. You had to catch those. They had the 992s that was black and suede with the blue, blue accents on them. Had those randomly got away with the uniform violation.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, bro, like.
Oh yeah. So with that being said, you know, it's
Gucci tracksuits too. Listen.
yeah. It gets fun. It gets fun for me because.
Are you ever gonna make a tracksuit? I ain't write that note down. That's a question off the dome.
Yeah, you know, people really want tracksuits, and because.
And then with the resurgence of Sergio.
Yeah, Tashini. Yeah. I'm so extra that if I'm doing my tracksuit, it's gonna be like that. Like it's gonna be like just different, and so tracksuits is definitely coming, but I don't want to just be a part of the brand, because that's. Whenever somebody starts a brand, that's the first thing they do. The tracksuit.
A tracksuit?
Yeah.
I never peeped.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This area, especially this area of entrepreneurs.
Okay, all right. If you're talking about this area, you got that
they
one.
they love to start off with a tracksuit. So I want to do it.
Flat drug dealers, Ryan.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. So if I want to do it, I want to do
Don't shake your head.
I want to do it right.
Charles, don't shake your head.
You said something that I read on your about page. Well, you said something that made me think of something on your about page. And you talked about art wanting to help rival New York and LA.
Oh yeah.
For DC. Well,
Yeah.
I guess for put on for DC.
Yeah.
in particular, why was that something that you thought of? Because I find it always interesting because DC is it's a major city, top 5 city in the United States, however you want to
White
slice
House
it.
politics.
All that stuff. But a lot of times culturally it gets overlooked.
Yeah.
It's the nation's capital, but, like you said, New York, LA,
Chuck Brown, Marion
even
Barry,
Chicago, Houston, Miami. There's a lot of other places.
Detroit. Yeah.
So for you, why is it important for not only DC to rival the LAs and the New York, but how do you see things tangible that you and other brands can do to help push that?
Man, like Moose was talking about, we are I genuinely believe we some of the flyest people out here. You know what I mean? And we get overlooked for the exact reason you said. When you think nation's capital, you think politics, you think museums. You know what I'm saying? You think monuments, but they don't really I have so many friends from all over that's never really been to DC and tapped into. You know what I'm saying? Now we get in the brunch. Oh yeah, I heard about DC brunches, but it's man,
there's more to it.
If only y'all I need people to come to DC and experience a church on Sundays. I don't know if y'all been to a church on Sundays, but
Experience sold out dates.
Yeah, and sold out dates.
Open invitation. Shout out Ed.
The
Shout
way
out the alumni spot. You know what I'm saying?
outside, and definitely shout out to all of them. And outside of just clubbing, we have some of the best social events for people who don't even I've never been a big clubber, just because just the aesthetic of it. You know what I mean? You go to a place, it's loud music, and everybody's just standing around trying to look cool. And if you ain't get a section, it's mad crowded. You know what I mean? And the drinks is overpriced, but I like going to social events where you walk in and everybody is mingling. Everybody's networking. You know what I mean? The drinks are reasonably priced. They got some decent food. There's room to sit. There's room to just kick it. You know what I mean? And
put your elbows.
Yeah, it's a good time. There's you ain't gotta worry about no security or nothing. Nobody gets crazy in there. You know what I mean? So I need people to come and experience that in DC and just look around and see how all the people how fly we get here. That is my whole point. We get overlooked, but I feel like we live in the best city in the world for the simple fact that because it's the nation's capital, it forces DC to have something for everybody here. You can get whatever you like to eat for food. Wherever you're from in the world, we got that food here. If you want to go wherever you want to go, if you want to get a certain vibe from back home, we have a place here for it. Don't matter where you're from in the world.
Might be in Silver Spring.
Yeah. A Langley Park.
That's very
Yeah. But for that reason, I haven't really traveled to a lot of cities where I've gone and been impressed all around. And you know what I mean? When I say impressed, it's oh wow, this is a lot different. We don't have this at home. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we got everything here except for clear water.
Yeah, that is though.
That's what we missing.
And a beach.
We get a Clearwater beach, I'll never leave.
If we get a beach downtown, y'all.
They got some beaches.
No. Clear water though.
That's what I'm saying.
Blue water. Give us a blue water beach and a palm tree. It's up. It's up. So yeah, that'd be my whole thing because
our Basel.
Yeah. So that'd be my whole thing.
This is off topic. I don't mean to cut you off. Charlie, we going to our Basel or shit?
I'm trying to get down there too, actually.
It depends. There's a lot going on, man.
I know. You're a family man these days.
I got a lot going on, but we'll talk.
All right. Off mic.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if not this year, that's been a goal. That's been a goal of mine.
We go every week. That's our annual trip for my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, my birthday is literally either
2016.
the week of our Basel or the week after our Basel.
We went 2016, 17, 18, 19.
I skipped 20, 21. We went 21.
Yeah. 2016, 17, 18, 19. No 20. 21. No last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art Basel is a vibe.
Yeah,
I feel like more creatives just in general should go vibe down there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lloyd Foster. Shout out to Rich because that's actually where we met Rich at.
Yeah, he tells me all the time about that experience.
Whatchamacallit, he was down there.
Yeah. We met him down there. We didn't go to his pop-up, but he had like a whole jump down there. Like he had a whole space.
Yeah, I think that's
like,
more something people should do.
He brought DJs from here down there and all that. Like shout out to E, bro. Like we honestly don't give you as much love as we should on this podcast, but
I tell him,
shout out to you for real, bro. Like Malik, you honestly did that shit, bro.
I tell him all the time, though. That's a pioneer.
Cats had collabs with the New Balance.
Yeah.
He's definitely did his thing.
Before Joe Fresh Goods.
Yeah.
I don't think that was.
wouldn't mind.
I don't think that's anything. There's no doubt. I mean, he's literally one of the
Yeah,
first
man, Malik,
people to do
man.
that.
I tell him every time I see him, like he has to understand that he's a pioneer, and he's like a living legend here. And no matter what people may say,
Low key, I feel like he's the fashion version of Wale in this area.
Give me a little bit more to it, because I think I'm
besides
following, but
besides the fact it's just like you might not be where you're from. Argument with Wale, like because everybody say like you're not from the city, bro. You're from Macau, like, and that's to be determined. But
that's to be determined.
I didn't go. Nigga said they okay, but yeah, like people hate on Eat and Malik for whatever reason, but they're also like, but Malik and Wale are also some of the first two people to get national recognition from this area.
You want to take that I got of what you're saying?
Sure.
My take is that people have decided what they believe the city should sound and look like, whatever that means to them. And if you don't fit whatever they believe that looks like, then they have issues.
I mean, I totally agree with that
point. Anybody remember Mr. 202? Like the actual rapper, like Mr. 202? Well, there was a rapper named Mr. 202 for whatever it's worth. And like he had beef with Wale. I remember this very vividly. This was like around when Dig Dug and all that came out. And one of his main things was not where like Wale was from, it was just that like Wale was soft. Like that was kind of like Wale.
So like some me shit.
Like some real shit. And
you see our podcast transitions.
And
I told you about this.
I think that's the interesting.
I like it though.
I think that's the interesting thing about Wale. I don't know Malik well enough to like know what people think, but I think the idea is that.
So you agree with my comparison?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what people think.
You don't know him enough.
I don't know him. I don't know what people think of the man. Like everything I know is that like people sometimes hate, but like people hate whoever is winning at the time. Yeah. So like there's no denying the man was winning. So that's like it's one thing for people to hate you just because you're winning. That's a factor of life. That can put you in the middle of the ocean, and if it's like 100 of y'all and one dude is doing some shit in the ocean and everyone
he chooses to grab the life raft and y'all don't.
Well, just let's say we're partying and he's the one who a lot of people gonna tend to dislike that. Yeah. So I don't know much about him outside of like he went to VSU because he went Danielle, my homegirl. Yeah. So like, but outside of that, like everything.
He went to VSU.
Yeah, I'm on a positive. Everything I seems is that people are upset at the idea more than him himself, and that's how I felt about Wale. That people were upset at more of the idea that why is it you? Instead of my
and that's
guy.
That's more so my point, because it's like when both of them came up, like that was a point in time. Like when Wale came up, that was a point in time when go-go rappers were trying to be rappers. Yeah. And when E came up, that was a point in time where a lot of niggas were making T-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. Maybe
his brand happened to stick.
The comparison is more apt, but
Wale's flow and music choice happened to stick.
Yeah.
So it's like, their transitions happen to stick, and like one happened to start from T-shirts, one happened to start from Nike boots, and they both grew to where they are now. And it's just like that's why I said that, because like they both receive a certain amount of hate, where it's just like I don't understand why y'all hating on them, because it's like y'all complain about the city not getting a recognition, but they're bringing the recognition to the city.
Yeah, that's more so my thought process.
And it's just like
that seems to be the comparison.
And if you're like,
no one had a problem with Fat Trail. Everyone loved Fat Trail. Everyone was like,
but who put Fat Trail on?
That's my point. So my point is that like everybody seems to love eat. Like when it was in DTLR, people were always, when I saw people when they would go out of town, they loved wearing it. They didn't necessarily love the idea of it being for this one. Like, you know,
But
that
then
seems to be the issue.
when you take your shit out DTLR and make it exclusive towards your actual website.
I don't. Once again, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's more nuance to a lot of this.
I think you know, regardless of what, you know, people may personally have against these said people, like the work that they put in,
like you should support
the work that they put in is undeniable, and that actually goes into another point that I like making is community. Again, I mentioned earlier, like there's people who I connect with who I may not be into the art that they make or whatever the case may be. I may not agree with, you know, a lot of things that they produce, whatever the case may be, and that's okay. But as somebody who's an artist, an entrepreneur, I understand all the struggles that go with it. So when I see somebody,
you said you draw inspiration from it.
Exactly. So when I see somebody who's continuing to do it as hard as it is to continue to do it in this space, even y'all doing this podcast and continuing to do this podcast as an inspiration, because it's like they're still going, so I need to still go on. That's why somebody like Malik is important to me, because I saw when he started and I saw the work that he put in, and I saw how he had the whole city on lock on his own. You know what I mean? And nobody can deny that. Nobody can say.
I think that's my point.
Nobody can say that. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
he had multiple, not just one New Balance collabs. He had multiple collabs. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I feel about Wild. It's like,
So he
listen,
had drops with
you
his
might
drops.
not, you might not like it. You might not. It might not be your cup of tea, because like is very subjective. It might not be.
It's all subjective.
It might not be your cup of tea.
Art is subjective,
but there's
my nigga.
no, and this is a big thing, at least to me. There's no denying, like you said, the facts.
So that's why for me, I would never put down another artist, especially on a public platform. Another entrepreneur, I may not agree with what they do, but on a public platform, it's just really hard for me to do, for the simple fact that
You know the struggle.
I know all the work that goes into it.
Cut right there.
So I appreciate you saying that. You know, you're careful with your words, especially in public spaces for people who do what you do.
Yeah.
But what do you feel about the idea? Because the idea that, you know, not truth to power, because I feel like I hate that statement sometimes, because I feel like people use it as a means to, as a coded way to say mean things or things that, you know, they probably wouldn't say. Yeah. But how do you feel as though you're able to maybe get off some criticisms that should be levied to whoever and in your space, whether they be creators or entrepreneurs?
Talk to them. I'm the type of person, and there's been a few times with even myself where people have said their critiques to people around me, and initially it comes off as like, I'm like, why that's weird, why are they going to you with that? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very approachable and reachable or whatever the case may be, but again, perspective is not everybody is.
True, sure.
So it's a type of thing where it's like I try to make it be known, hey, if you got a critique for me, let me know personally. Like I love what's my man name? I think his name is like Mosito. He does a lot of HBCU merch.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his name though.
I met him at Rich thing. I think through Rich. And he had a critique for me. And I really appreciated his critique. You know what I mean? Like I really appreciated the fact that he
took the time out.
He took the time out and approached me with it. Versus, you know, so many times we see people that badmouth you behind your back or something like that. So I'm the type of person, if I have a critique, like critiques are meant to be helpful. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
It's because
That's
you
what I'm saying.
care.
People say speak truth to power. They're just saying the cruelest, and it's like, it might have been true, but like, did you have to say it? Like,
yeah. So like, if it's coming from a good place, you should have no problem with just going to the person about it. I'm real big on that. Don't talk around the person. Just let the person know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Granted, everybody doesn't have that tact. So when they approach you with it, it may not always be received because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? It's just so you gotta go about a way of saying things. But I'm the type of person where it's just like, I try to make it clear, hey, this is coming from a place of concern or a place of love, or you know what I'm saying? I want to see you progress. So here's my 2 cents. And honestly, you can take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, like, you don't always need a reaction. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, a lot of times, if there's a dialogue, we have a dialogue, but I'll make it known, hey, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be a dialogue about, well, I don't agree, or I ain't gonna take your advice, or whatever the case may be. Whether you take it or not, you can decide that internally. But you know what I mean, like,
speak real shit about it.
In the terms of, you know, just take everything with a grain of salt, for real. And so that's how I kind of go about things, and that's why I'm real adamant about building relationships with people in the creative space. Like we don't all have to be buddy and best friends, and because that's unreasonable.
Thank God.
That's unreasonable.
Thank
like
God.
Personalities don't line up.
God.
You know what I'm saying? There's just some people that you just like.
Ain't sound right.
Now, I'm just
Yeah,
glad. I'm glad
exactly.
someone finally said it because I think there has to be, like you said, there has to be some truth in what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, like not everyone's gonna be friends.
Yeah.
But we all should respect each other.
We all respect each other, and I believe in community. So even again, we don't have to be buddy. We don't have to fake like, I'm not going to collab with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of times, you know,
It's not happening.
collabs have to make sense. But you know what I'm saying?
Speak that shit, buddy.
We can all get up and talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a real conversation. I call them therapy sessions. Any entrepreneur, we vent to each other because we're the only ones who know each other's struggles, and you know we can relate in a lot of areas. So a lot of times when we link up, it's therapy sessions.
I was about to say, because we were just talking about you, Rich, and Carl.
Yeah.
I was at when you gave Carl and Mo the jackets.
Yeah.
And they damn near had the jackets a year before they came out.
Yeah.
Not that ass. I was there, bro. Like, I was buying stuff. Actually, yeah. It was almost this time last year, Praise Spring Summer Collection.
Yep. Yeah, that was it.
Because I bought the camo shorts with the cargo pockets on them. And then 2 different designs with the digital camo stamp. Remember now, because I bought them bitches to A Street Festival. So yeah, therapy sessions, like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
How hard is it to decipher if someone is a like-minded individual as an artist?
Well, it's part of my job to just be aware of the landscape.
Okay.
So it's part of my job to know the competition. You know what I mean? Who else is in the space? Who else is out here making clothes? Who are the artists? Who, you know what I'm saying?
Who's an op and who's an innovator?
Yeah, people who do music and stuff like that. And through that, you know what I'm saying? Through just me observing, you know what I'm saying? I can really see who's really passionate about it. Who pays attention to detail. And those are the people that I gravitate to a lot of times.
Okay.
And even if you aren't that person, if I see something, I've never been shy. If I see something that I think is really dope, I'm gonna let you know that it's dope. That I think is dope. Is that simple? So
then you gonna scream out to the lady across the street. I'm like, hey, let's fire a purse, man.
I'm that type of person.
Nah, honestly, that's what I would do if I see some shit.
Yeah, like I tell people, like when people got like nice stuff on or whatever, regardless, gender don't matter. If I like your hair, I'm gonna let you know, cause I know
people think you be playing, but you dead ass serious.
Yeah. A lot of times there's a lot of that going on, cause there's a lot of satire and there's a lot of disingenuous people. But I try to just make it a point to just, you know, anything positive or good that I have to say, I try to make sure I say it. Because, of course, there's not a lot of that. And there's a lot of people who deal with insecurities. And I know for me, even just getting dressed for this podcast, I'm sitting here just like, all right, what am I wearing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting stuff together. I'm like, that ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And it's just like, dog, you're just sitting on the couch talking. But at the same time, it's like,
I'm representing something.
it matters to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when people like get dressed and they step outside their house, like, I understand the effort that went into it. And so if I like it, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's dope. So.
Hey man, that's real shit. No restocks. You talk. That's a big thing with the brand. No restocks.
Yeah.
As we sat here, I've kind of understood them sampling the cost, baby.
Oh, yeah.
The cost. Yeah. But how would you explain the idea for you with the no restocks? What is kind of the mindset when customers, because that might be a customer might be like, what is that? You know, I'm never gonna be able to get that thing. So how do you kind of ease the customer's mind?
And
I
before
guess.
you answer, if I hit you and be like, hey, bro, I need that, and I'll pay the ticket, could you fuck with me on a restock?
Hey man, listen. I feel like anybody who can reach out to me can, you know what I'm saying.
All right, say
all you
less.
gotta do is act.
Say less.
But
You
we
don't gotta say
we
nothing
can't
else.
put that out
You don't
there.
gotta say nothing else. You don't gotta say nothing else. You don't gotta say nothing else.
I'm on the DM now.
Yeah. But you know, I guess the idea, the cliche is time doesn't repeat itself, so neither do I. But you know, we do
Hey,
tend to
you
have.
could have stopped right there. That was the answer right there.
Yeah.
That was a good. That was
The
a good.
answer is
That
the
was a
name.
good bar.
But we do get deja vu. So if you see something in a different colorway, you know what I'm
Damn,
saying.
that's a bar too.
I've seen
we
this
have 5
before.
on this show.
Yeah.
We have 5 on this show.
Yeah,
We have 5 on
I've seen this
show.
before. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But if you get deja vu, holla at me.
Yeah.
So
Nigga spit.
but like I just
spit.
you know, because I really appreciate everyone who supports me. You know what I mean? Like for me, dog, there was nothing like just seeing that first person that chose to take their hard-earned money and spend it on me. If one person buys my stuff, that's a success. Like it's never been the type of thing where I'm like, oh, my stuff ain't sell out in seconds, so now I'm disappointed. If I sold one thing, I'm happy because it's like, bro, you know how hard it is to get somebody to spend like. We can already talk about the economy. Like they already talking about it was in fluctuation just happened.
There was a section, inflation.
Inflation, not fluctuation. Jesus, inflation just happened in March. You know what I'm saying?
Fluctuation, inflation, same shit.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? With that happening, like people are real stingy with their money. You know what I mean? It ain't no easy task getting people to spend their money on me, somebody I'm not the
household name.
Yeah, I'm not the big household name. So to get people,
Nigga, I ain't Target.
yeah, so to get people to spend their money with me, it's like I don't care if it's one person or however many people. I'm appreciative. So, with that being said, I'm gonna always have my stuff that's limited to people who, prioritize buying my stuff. You know what I mean? And I get it. You know what I mean? Again, because of the economy, people may not always be able to get it right when it comes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But the good thing is, it's always going to be more for me. So there'll always be an opportunity to get something, to get a piece, and you just know if you get a piece, it's limited.
I might say that Mike Tyson shirt out, boy, definitely dropped last
December.
Yeah.
Technically November at the pop-up, but December officially.
Yeah, okay. Dropped last December. Literally just bought it last week.
Yeah.
And I got it 2 days later.
Yeah.
Like you told me, you was like, you'll probably get that jump Saturday.
Yeah.
I got it the next day. So shout out to USPS.
Yeah. Shout out to USPS.
You putting in that work.
And we offer free shipping, so
They do offer free shipping, so you pay the
Look
price.
at the camera for that one. He said, "Hey,
free shipping."
That is, bro.
And by the way, I still got some shirts and stuff.
And there's a hoodie on the website that comes with the bandana
That too. It's satin too.
on the jumps, no?
What?
It's a satin bandana.
It's a satin bandana, bro.
Yeah.
It's removable. I thought it was like a.
No, it's removable.
Yeah.
You can wear.
You can wear it with or without, but
You know me, I got.
yeah, you can style it how you
I'm
want.
about to say, I had a customer hit me up. I had a customer hit me up and
That's
told
all
me.
I thought about,
A
Joel.
customer hit me up and said, "Hey, do you sell these individually? Because a girl stole my bandana."
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, they definitely
That's
removed.
another. Okay, bam. I was about to say that's another marketing tool. How do you go about marketing said products that you have? Because you have certain pieces. Your photo shoots are laid out like perfectly for however you want to lay it out. Like, because the layout for the pants, the jacket, and the hoodie, if I'm not mistaken, was like a brownstone brick type layout. Like very rustic, work type. Also went with the reversible pant, durable jacket type setup. So like, how does all of that play a part? Because you may not think about that, but the durability with the quality plays a part. So how does that play a part with all that?
Well, I'm a very visual person. Like growing up, I used to love watching music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I love
What's cuz name, Charles?
visuals.
Little X.
No, I'm talking about the video
Yeah,
nigga. No, I'm talking about back then though. Hype Williams. You a
Hype Williams, yeah, Hype
ass
Williams,
nigga.
yeah. I mean, everybody remember Belly, the intro scene of Belly and
I
how,
was gonna say you a Hype Williams baby.
yeah, just how that looked. So, and it really gets the point across. And I do a lot of storytelling with a lot of my pieces. You know what I mean? So, and you'll get that story a lot of times through my visuals and how I set up my photo shoots, and you know what I'm saying. That's still a growing process because, you know, I'm still getting the education and gathering the resources to really tell stories the way I want to tell them. But you know, I'm working with, you know, what I got, and you know, to this day I'm still satisfied. But I'm real big on storytelling, and the marketing comes easy to me because again, people watch, I see what people want, I see what people like or gravitating to, so it makes that makes it a lot easier to market to them.
Okay.
But also, like I mentioned a little earlier, women are so important to the ecosystem in general, because every time a woman posts my stuff, I get a bunch of orders from dudes.
I'm here.
Dudes and women. So, you know, I'm working on a women's line. I know a lot of women ask me about a women's line.
Bro, I wore your shirt last night. Sent a picture to a young lady. She said, "I want that jacket. I want that shirt."
Yeah. Like women really, like they're really important. So I spend a lot of time.
Backbone of society.
Exactly. I spend a lot of time, and I love working with women because they are passionate. They carry, like, I don't have to worry about if they're going to be equally as passionate about a project as I am when I hire them to do something. You know what I mean? Whether it's photography, whether it's creative direction, whatever it is, I know that they're going to take it as seriously as I take it. So I love working with women. I love having women in my stuff. They're very important. So that women's wear is long overdue, but it's coming because I'm a perfectionist. So I want to make sure
You do it proper.
I do it right. So, yeah, I mean, market. It just depends on what it is that would decide the visual. Like, I'm inspired, and I like to pay homage to a lot of different things in the past that inspired me and even got me to the point of making a brand.
Okay.
So I got one for you.
Yep.
I found the pants that I like. It's the Elizabeth pant.
Mm-hmm.
But it's with the wolf and the art.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm seeing that they're reversible.
Mm-hmm.
My question is though, this sizing chart, this is an obscure sizing chart. How did you
Hey, bro, you literally just stole my next question. I'm going to the bathroom. Size and chart was literally on my list.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, because as you said, said, samples are expensive, right?
Yeah.
And the normal sizing chart goes by, 32, 34, 36.
Yeah.
You have here the medium, the small is a 31, medium a 33, a large a 35, the extra large a 38, and the weight. These are all obscure sizes, you know what I'm saying? That's like, but I would imagine as me as it's hard for me to find pants sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So how did you come to find like that happy medium between this natural or normal sizing works for society, but this also, if I do it this way, I can reach more people and be able to like fit more people in a different way.
Man, that's like one of the biggest challenges. And the answer is like I have tall friends. You know what I'm saying? I have friends with really long arms. Shout out my man Marcus. Like I owe my man Marcus so much merch just because like we've been working to try to get like a lot of the bigger sizes to make sure they fit the people who have longer legs or have longer arms or whatever the case may be. And we still working at it. That's why I owe him so much free merch. See that man? He's somebody he can always get whatever he wants because I owe him so much. But he's been so valuable to me in trying to do just that, making sure I size my stuff in a way so that when you get up into it can be all inclusive.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So having friends, getting their measurements. That definitely contributes to how I size my stuff.
What made you want to start doing reversible? Because see, these pants they have a plaid reversible print.
Yeah.
The pants you currently have won't have a camo reversible print. So what made you start thinking like, let me get the most out of my pants? A lot of jeans or something like that. They say you're not supposed to wash jeans every time you wear them like that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like you kind of had that maybe in mind, or you were like, I'm gonna get more than one wear. Yeah, I'm gonna just flip these songs out and then go right back outside. Man,
a lot of the stuff that I'm making is for the kid who I was. You know what I mean?
Who couldn't get it?
Exactly. I wasn't. You know what I mean? I couldn't get as soon as my feet reached the dog size, my mom was like, I'm not getting you no more Jordans. So, you know what I mean? So it was just that type of thing where it's like, man, imagine being able to get, you know how many outfits you can get if you have 2 pair of pants in one? You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm all about sustainability. I'm all about, making stuff for that kid, you know what I'm saying, who maybe couldn't afford things. So if I'm going to spend a certain amount of money on something, how much better it would be if I get 2 pair of pants. Now now I don't have to buy another pair of pants. I can get so many different outfits out of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thinking, especially going into the reversible pants and making them versatile for multiple different settings. You know what I'm saying? Not just streetwear, but like, again, you got the plaid side, so you can do something formal with that. You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah.
So fonts and colors. Since y'all were talking about pants, reversible pants, I assume?
Reversible pant, yeah.
Okay. I don't know where we were. I went to the bathroom. I apologize.
I think you missed the sizing chart.
Sizing chart?
Yeah.
Oh, we had a conversation before the pod.
Well, whatever.
I apologize, brother. You told me you be stealing sizing charts?
Oh yeah, I do. I still size charts. Yeah, for sure. Especially. No. Because that's free game. Like,
I was going to say that's free game. Bro.
Hey, listen. If y'all download, if you trying to make a clothing brand and you trying to figure out sizing chart, download the Sense app. Every brand that's on the Sense app has to upload a sizing chart. A lot of my sizing charts I steal from there because it just saves me a lot of time. Especially if I know how like certain brands already fit.
Exactly. See, you don't even gotta measure your own garment out now, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
and doing that, you have to do it for like multiple sizes. It's man.
Mook just helped y'all.
Yeah, he did because I would have totally forgot about that if he didn't remind me.
See.
Yeah, steal your size charts for sure. Don't steal designs though. That's another thing I want to speak about.
Real briefly. Where's the slippery slope?
Real briefly.
I was gonna bring up color and fonts next.
Real briefly, we're gonna get in that, but real briefly, I just want to touch on the subject of stealing ideas, and none of us own this real estate of creatives that we are in.
Nothing new under the sun.
So like, I have reversible pants, right?
You're not the creator of reversible pants.
I'm not the creator. I'm not the original person of reversible pants. So if I see somebody else doing reversible pants,
They did not steal it from
I'm
you.
not going to then start a campaign of.
They stole yes.
They stole my idea.
You know they stole
see
my
this
idea.
nigga,
I
man?
was the original.
I'm glad you said it.
Like much respect, and again, no disrespect to people who may feel away, or feel like that, feel offended by, when certain people are inspired by their work and decide to, then
I love that you said inspired.
tap into it. But I feel like it can be such a.
It's a loser thing. Like, I'll say it for it. Y'all niggas be losers. Like, it's straight up.
And my thinking on it is, if I'm going to get upset about this design, that means I'm limited
To
in
this design.
like on some real stuff. I really create. Like, I'm a real creative. Like reversible pants is not even my best. You know what I'm saying? That's not my best thing.
So that shit's a light pad.
Yeah.
As
so
much
it's
as I
like-
gassed your jacket, that's not your best thing.
Yeah, so it's like when you are real creative, you don't really.
That's a damn good jacket, though, brother.
I appreciate you.
Nah, that
I appreciate
like,
you.
That's I
appreciate
love that
you.
jacket,
and that's
so
not
much.
my favorite jacket.
I know it's not.
Right now,
It's not my favorite
Right now,
jacket.
the jacket I just showed you is my
I
favorite
know
jacket.
it is. Hey y'all. He got some shit coming for this winter, cuz. If that inshallah to Allah, that damn sample come back right. Because if the sample come back right, I'm here to tell you, fellas, get your 250. No, fuck that. Get your 300 ready right now.
Talk about it. Hey,
Right now.
hey.
Because he got a piece from 300 right now.
Price my man correctly. I like
Nah,
that.
that is.
I like that.
Son, the tapestry jacket he talking about right now, we was talking about it. It's underpriced.
Yeah.
It's not that cloth jacket that's on.
Yes, it is.
So that is that jacket.
Yes.
That jacket is definitely underpriced.
It's underpriced, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because I was telling him, son, the joint that I wear, I got it for Pakistan for $80. There's no reason that the jacket that he designed, that's better design, better quality, better fitting,
Yeah.
YKK.
is $90 more.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Trying to reach your people.
And I'm actually talking to the owner and designer of the jacket.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro, like that don't make sense. Like, I don't know who designed this Pakistan jacket and it's $80 and it's mass production.
Yeah.
So what you really saying is, let me buy mine right now for the price of it.
You better do it.
I heard that.
Cause that jacket is worth. That jacket is
I'm
worth.
about to say, hey, we offer Klarna too. We offer
jacket
we all the things.
Son, that jacket worth every dollar. Son, everything the Mike Tyson shirt.
Nah, I'm getting it.
I wore it last night, fool.
Please do. I got big sizes for sure.
Son,
It's an oversized
Yeah.
joint, so whatever you
Son.
usually get, just go down a size.
I got a medium.
Yeah.
I got a medium in the jump, and I wore it last night. And like dead ass, me and Foley was sitting next to this white couple, and the white man. I went to the bathroom, got up, and walked away. He was like, "I thought that was a Mike Tyson picture, but I wasn't sure till you went to the bathroom. I love your shirt." And I was like, "Just know this is black design."
See, if you get the Mike Tyson shirt with that cloth jacket.
Yeah, but I'm Mike Tyson. Think about it though, Mike Tyson with the kufi.
No, Mike Tyson with the
You're right.
goofy.
That's bad out. Because I saw it and I was like, this nigga.
Cause there's no Mike Tyson, there's no face on there.
He got the cloth.
It's just money.
Need the jacket. You know
I got the face.
what I'm saying?
Y'all stupid.
I got them. What you talking about?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about these socks.
Great socks, Charles.
So
Accessories. That's also on the
What?
list.
socks are, they're a good accessory, but like, what made them kind of your choice? Because people, sometimes people, like you said,
You see his feet, Charles? You see what he got on his feet right now?
I definitely peeped the offs. So I wasn't gonna mention anything, but you know,
You
now
see
that
what he got on his
now that
feet,
you
right?
Said it. But since we're here, what about socks? Because you know that's a particular accessory.
And that's Charles' favorite accessory.
I'm not even gonna lie. Even Charles socks, right? I love
Talk
that.
to me.
I love that. You feel me? Like those add to, and I'm real big on. So like these pants in particular, these pants are meant to be
Cuffed.
exactly cuffed and cropped or
And they're hemmed
high
perfectly.
water. Yeah, you know what I mean. So just to show off the sock.
Shit to detail. It's like
Bruh, yeah.
So
No, if you art.
see, I can't.
It's art.
oh, which ones?
Nah, it's an emblem. Oh, that's wolf. Right?
Oh yeah, it's the wolf. Yeah. So on the other side is embroidered. But that's
And
the
it's
idea. Like
perfectly precise to the cuff, my nigga.
Real DC man.
I love seeing
Perfectly designed to the cuff, my nigga.
I love the what
What
socks
size you got left in there?
add to that. With knees,
Yeah. You got 30?
I don't think I.
You know that nigga got 31.
You got 30, 31. You gotta have it 30.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. I might.
All right,
I
shit,
should.
we're gonna talk offline, baby.
That's
Go
why.
ahead, keep talking.
Let's not get into what I got because I don't be knowing my inventory.
Keep talking. Keep talking. We gonna talk offline.
But yeah, I love what
I got you,
socks
Mom.
bring to a fit, and I wanted to have a comfortable sock that was gonna stand the test of time. And I have released some socks prior that were trash. Sorry to anybody who bought them, but them jokes was garbage. But also people that know me know that I'm very critical on anything. Like I tell my friends all the time, do not wear stuff that I released around me. All my old stuff, don't wear it. Because I despise it now. But those are still my babies. They hold a special place in my body. But I've just grown.
The jacket that you gave
So
away
much.
and got back, you didn't like.
Yeah, that part. So,
Let's talk about that.
but yeah,
Go ahead.
I love what socks bring to a fit. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my.
I love to hear it because I'm the champion of the socks. I love a good
Charles is a
sock.
sock king,
Hey,
bro.
listen, I got plenty more socks right now. I sold out of the white. I had a white one with multicolored logos, similar to that. I got the orange ones left, but like I got way more socks
I
coming.
might have to cop another pair of orange ones. I ain't gonna lie
I
to
like
you.
that. I'm gonna get on them socks early.
Yeah.
One thing I think of when I think of fashion and locations, I think of staples. So like certain places, I think of them for having certain things. New York Butters.
Yeah.
We talk about 992s in this area. But is there a certain piece that makes you think of the DC area and you think, hey, that's us, or that kind of makes me feel like home? So if I see somebody, I'm like, all right, yeah, that guy might be from around the way.
Yeah, if somebody's wearing like extreme sportwear, like a you know what I'm saying, the North Face or snow pants. Oh yeah, they from the city. If foams, like New York and other people try to take foams, but we all know foams is our thing. I see them foams, Nike boots.
Especially the phone pros.
Yeah, now today it can be a little tricky because the internet's accessible to everybody.
No, I
Everybody
was
got
just going
TikTok.
to say that. Like,
So
how do
it
you think
can-
the internet has,
Yeah,
especially social media, not just the idea of social media, because it seems as though like
I say-
we're all in one bubble now. Versus like you would have to see somebody from out of town would have to come to your. Oh, okay, that's what y'all.
Yeah.
That's what y'all doing over there.
The
Cool.
DMV is a phone pro area.
yeah, bro.
Like we got this. There's an insignia on the outside of our phones.
Yeah.
Not both sides.
So here's my thing lately. I've been wearing shit, and DC is a transplant city, right? We have a lot of people from everywhere else,
Yeah.
rather than here. There is a staple to us because it is the design of our streetwear. I think streetwear is a staple. We've always had Salviato as a.
Oh, the jogger pant, I believe, started in DC.
It's definitely a certain look, like a streetwear suit or something like that with the foam posit or with the New Balance.
Yeah.
The way it's cut.
Or a sweatsuit. Yeah.
All that shit matters because people, even in DC who are not from here, are like, oh, you're from here.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Like, sure.
Yeah.
The drawstring, I definitely feel like that's something we emphasize.
Oh yeah. I got sweatpants. I got nylon sweatpants coming this summer.
Is that an exclusive?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What's that say, Chuck? Hit the bed.
They have
Hit the bed.
they have long drawstrings and they have multiple drawstrings, multicolored drawstrings. Oh. So yeah, that's definitely coming this summer.
How goes the podcast? Y'all just got an exclusive.
Yeah, that's definitely coming this. Speaking of, you know what I'm saying, drawstrings and sweatpants and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a staple of DC. For sure.
I like. No, anything else? I was gonna ask you just what's the vibe? Like, would you ever get into like jerseys? Because you said you're a sports person and you say you're an outdoor person.
I almost wore a jersey here. a sample of a jersey.
Oh,
So you robbed us.
Yeah.
that would have been hard.
This nigga robbed us, y'all.
I almost wore a sample
So
of
that
a
is
jersey.
one.
Face robbery.
That answers one question, but I guess my next one would be so like you said the card thing. You like I actually do that.
Oh, tell him about the Diggy suit, the corduroy joint you was telling me about.
Oh yeah, so that the jacket that he's referring to, I was going to release them with some corduroy pants with the logos embroidered up.
I love a good corduroy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Charles.
I'm a fan of corduroy too.
I'm a fan of corduroy.
I'm a fan of texture. So a lot of my stuff, like again, the chino.
Charles.
So a lot of my stuff is going to be heavy on textures. I have a hat that has a suede brim.
I've been liking this the rhinestones. Are those right? I don't know. But
This isn't my stuff, but like I'm
those are
into
really
all
dope
that.
hats.
I'm into the details.
You know
like
what I like corduroys? You remember that when there was a kid, it was the bear, the corduroy bear?
yeah.
That's the only reason why I like
And
corduroys.
niggas used to wear the hush puppies, the brown shoes with
Yeah,
the
I
sweet
used to.
side with the
I
red
love a good
bottom.
corduroy with like
real
a
red
cardigan.
bottom.
Nice vibe.
Yeah.
I should buy some corduroys.
Yeah, so
I
definitely
got
sports.
some Levi's corduroys. Them things go crazy.
Corduroy king, baby.
I bet.
I got a corduroy jacket, some corduroy jeans, pants.
But if you drop some corduroy shit,
That's when
nigga.
America was at its heyday, man.
Son, we were a proper country at one point.
We were.
For sure.
We were.
But
Continue, I'm sorry.
This is a PSA card full, but we gotta keep going for audio.
okay.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely have jerseys and stuff coming.
Nice.
Because again, sports is my life. Sports has always been my life. So
What sport?
I'm confident enough to say I can play any sport. Like I don't care what it is.
You know, if you're Anthony Edwards, so like if I was like, yo,
Listen, I don't care what it is. Listen, I played golf in high school.
oh shit,
Tiger Woods had a tournament in DC in high school. I came in
I
third
remember
place.
that.
in third place
Third place.
with a handicap or no?
No.
Wow,
That's crazy.
No.
72 holes.
Yeah.
Wow,
No handicap?
No.
Yeah, I play that.
Potomac.
That's nuts.
So right now,
That's not a good
because
course.
I was
It's
actually.
not. It's terrible. It's terrible actually.
I don't know shit about courses. I'm actually trying to get into golf.
The jump in Lake Arbor and the jump right
That joint
there
is dead.
and the jump Upper Marlboro are better courses than the jump that he
I know
goes to.
I know the joint in Lotsford. People say it's good.
Yeah.
The one,
I haven't-
The native jump,
Glendale, the Glendale.
jump off Snake Road.
Yeah, I heard people.
One more.
That's the Woodmore jump, yeah.
No, I didn't. I just thought it was Glendale.
So it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard people say that. That's a good one. No, okay, that's what's up. So like,
I think
so
it's black owned,
Did
too.
you like learn this as a child? Did you go to like your local like? How does
So
one?
my mom had a thing, right? My mom wouldn't let me play the same sport multiple consecutive years.
Nice.
It wasn't at the time because I was real basketball, football,
Yeah, but
and my mom
now
was
you
like,
have life skills
she
forever.
was like,
You a nigga from here.
listen, she had me in tennis camp, and I didn't realize how beneficial tennis was
Hand-eye
to like
coordination.
hand-eye and footwork.
Yeah.
Footwork is the key, and stamina too. Footwork is the key to anything in life. In my, if you got good footwork, you can do anything.
You can dance.
Yeah,
What they
all that
say?
shit, yeah.
2-step dance with the
yeah.
devil?
So listen, soccer, football, baseball.
My first sport was soccer.
What about bowling?
That gets
You
a
have
little
to use
different.
the proper steps and technique.
All right, let me
follow
correct.
through.
I can do anything if I warm up first. them first 2 games gonna be terrible.
Consistency.
Yeah, it's muscle memory. The first 2 games gonna be terrible, but after that 3rd game, all right, let's play ball now. Let's play ball now.
Niggas gonna fight. Yeah, other niggas is tired.
Let's play
Yeah, let's play ball now.
Let's play ball.
I gotta warm up the bowling. I gotta warm up
Real
too.
Laker shit.
If I had to say, what's the most obscure sport? Like rugby. Like, what's the sport that if I was like, hey,
Archery.
you'd be like, okay, no, I've taken a stab at that.
Man, I played cricket.
Wow.
Yeah, I played cricket.
And niggas wonder why I asked about his ethnicity.
You got
Yeah,
you
no,
got
no,
that
yeah,
point. That one is worth the earlier, so I'll give you
Come
this.
on.
Yeah,
Playing cricket is kind of
Come on,
crazy.
Charles.
I'm
You know we full circle
I'm
around
not
this
gonna lie.
motherfucker.
Playing cricket is
Yeah, I played cricket.
kinda
I mean, I
wild.
played.
Nigga,
You know,
cricket?
frisbee, ultimate frisbee.
like with like a ref.
Yeah.
Wow. Like I
That's
know some
OC.
cats who at recess or lunch or gym.
When I was
You
younger,
was
like
playing down the Smithsonian or something?
no, it would be a different field. Like we used to play at the University of Maryland a lot of times.
Okay.
But like it used to be like when I was younger, like I had a thing. Like competition is my thing.
Oh.
Like I need competition to survive.
J. Cole let you down, huh?
Hey, listen.
Hey, Charles, what did I tell you, Slim? Didn't I tell you?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you?
We can get into that. We can get into that because
I just love it. I just
listen. As
That nigga Charles said I'm hopping out the whip. What?
You basically like competition. I just
He apologized.
as a fan of the sport of rap and hip hop that is deep rooted in competition.
What the fuck was that?
nigga just squealed. Golly.
Of course we had a lot of fun with it, right?
Yeah.
On one side, it's all speculation, but I may understand where J. Cole was coming from with not wanting to engage in
Hey,
that.
son, get the fuck out of here.
So listen.
I ain't even about to let you say that.
Think about this. Think about this though. Think about this
fuck
though.
that. Y'all
Perspective.
gonna hold me for my squeal? I'm gonna hold him for that shit.
No.
outta here.
Perspective
I
though.
was laughing.
J. Cole. No, we all were. J. Cole is allegedly cool with Kendrick. He's allegedly cool. Well, I mean, we done seen him travel the country with Drake. So they're both cool with each other. Now, it's alleged that Drake and Kendrick both genuinely don't like each other, right? So the back and forth that Kendrick and Cole was going to have was going to be friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? Something that we'd enjoy to see. Meanwhile, a real battle that may result in like some personal shots. Like, of course, nothing maybe like outside of hip hop, but like it's a difference between me and my man joking around and me and that nigga joking around. It's like I'm gonna say some wild stuff to you that I wouldn't say to my man.
For sure.
So I think speculation. What I think happened is Cole maybe saw that and understands that it's hard for me to be in a real war with somebody and be in a friendly war with my mans at the same time.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Because I'm in that mindset of I'm trying to kill him and this is all fun. It's hard to do that. Yeah, because it's a different mindset. Like it's a different concept. Now, granted, he could have did that a better way.
Can I push back just a little bit?
Yeah.
Here's my pushback.
Charles, what you about to say?
For 4 years, since like 2020, J. Cole has been like, I'm the greatest rapper.
Yes.
Fuck all you niggas.
Yes.
If a nigga try to test me in this rap shit, he cannot. My best friend, my mother, my sister, my cousin, my auntie. So for me,
His white mom.
relax.
My bad.
For me personally, J. Cole
you weren't supposed to
didn't. There was nothing like this. Was okay.
This album.
It was okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Probably mid is probably the best way to
I
put
ain't
it.
listened to it.
But nobody had an issue until you apologize. See, that's
for sure.
my thing. My thing about it is that it's not really about the music.
Yeah, no.
That's the only light skinned nigga in the room.
You gonna rap for yours? You gonna stand up for yours?
Nah.
You gonna stand up for you for North Carolina too? He's all yours.
Hey.
He's all yours. Yeah. He's all yours. All yours. All of yours.
As a North Carolina representative,
Yeah.
because that's definitely my second home for shit show. As a light skinned man, you without a white mom.
That's key.
See,
You gonna put this on his white mama? That's not fair.
For sure, show.
That's
Definitely
not
put
fair.
that on a German white mom.
Nah, I just think that's my biggest thing. Why did you apologize? Like I don't
Son,
actually
definitely.
care about the dissonance.
Yeah, he shouldn't- he
Like,
shouldn't-
why are you apologizing?
there was a way he could have bowed out without doing that.
I mean, the whole
For
thing
sure.
is, and the whole thing is, all right. Sidebar. It was also Ramadan.
Is he Muslim?
Don't suck your teeth. He was in the mosque. There's
I go to a
rumors.
mosque tomorrow. That don't mean
No,
shit.
Charles.
This nigga talking about.
Hold on.
Talking about he was in Ramadan.
No. He's supposed to get 70 excuses for the brother. There's alleged that he took his shahada.
Unless he allegedly take that shit and tell the rest of us.
But a lot of niggas don't take the
Well,
vow
God
of
bless.
Islam and then.
Well, he gonna get slandered.
You know where I can't make any excuse for him for?
What's this?
You know where I
He
can't make any
apologized.
excuse for?
For a rap
No.
he responded.
This nigga said I couldn't sleep for 2 days.
Hey, bro.
That's where I had the fun at, because imagine this nigga saying
I
not
miss
being able
you.
to sleep, and this nigga's dreaming about the ghost of Kendrick. This nigga going to sleep. This nigga Kendrick standing over this nigga. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
My thing is like, so what happened?
Let's get this.
What was he doing when Control came out? Like, did he have hot flashes? Like, I'm
Nah, he had a
ready
seizure.
to, I just couldn't really. And the thing is that, like, he didn't even say anything really mean about you. Unless you really thought the light pack was about you, then it's just
Man,
like,
fuck the
buddy,
top three is
you're,
top me.
you're projecting.
Fuck the top 3, it's top me.
Yeah.
Niggas felt the way about that.
Cole might have heard about it.
How? Like, did you really think you guys were a trio forever? Like, y'all don't even
No.
seem like friends like
Y'all
that.
not even friends for real.
It seemed like you're friends with both of them. Like that's what it seems like. It's like they're both friends.
Yeah, like you're the middleman here.
Yeah, he's the middleman. Yeah.
I see like he's like, yo, this is like my brother, but you also my brother.
Light skinned white mom.
Okay, like that's what seems. So whose fault is that?
I can't speak for them. I'm just light skinned.
Oh my goodness.
But what I will say, and I don't know if y'all saw, but Simba sent shots at J. Cole.
Charles retweeted it. I ain't listen.
I will say this, right? J. Cole may have bowed out of that, but he will still don't piss this nigga off, like for real. Like that's my thing.
Well, I agree because J. Cole can rap. Like I don't think that was ever the issue, but.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
That's
not the issue. Yeah, you said that.
There's something to the idea of being vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, and after enough people, like, because that's the funny thing about Drake, like, people be dissing Drake. Common has dissed Drake. Like, a lot of people have dissed Drake.
Yeah.
But he seems to always kind of nobody really disses J. Cole.
Yeah.
No, people are like, oh, you're cool.
Except
Yeah, he's
Kendrick.
a cool dude. Yeah.
Kendrick's commented this nigga twice.
Well, this
Has
goes. Yeah.
To my recollection, yes.
What was the first time?
The Control verse.
And that's my thing. Like, I literally went back and listened to Control this. I went back and listened to Control this week. Your man Kendrick was like, "I like all of you guys, but I'm going to rap better than all of you guys."
I have a speculation of a third diss.
Which one? Oh, from Kendrick to Cole.
Yeah, on the Mr. Morale, the big star.
Yeah.
On Count Me Out.
The only album I've ever listened to top to bottom.
On Count Me Out, he says, "Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off."
Come on, cuz.
Could be a reach, but he said it. But what I do know is, and this
And he
is
said it on Don't Count Me Out?
Count Me Out. Yeah. He said.
Well,
He said.
no, I agree, but see, this is why I don't like him or Drake because
the time
all
when
they
they
do is send subliminals. Like all they do is,
Oh, I love that.
all they do is like throw out barbs out
them
there.
three niggas
love
definitely
to,
both
to
subliminals.
make you wonder.
I love
like, I came to your city.
Nah,
I'm your, my tour came to your city. You my son there.
Yeah.
Like, who is he talking about? He's only talking about Kendrick.
The reason why I love that is because
I
I
need a
loved it. I
Pusha
loved
verse
it.
from
I
a
loved it
nigga.
so much for Jay-Z. Like I love that aspect of it.
Yes, but at one point Jay-Z would at least give a name. Once he said Nas' name, we knew he was talking about Nas every time. And every time when he was.
But that's when beef is
condom on
imminent.
your-
That's what we're about to
Left
get
the
into
condom
now.
on the car seat, my nigga.
Yeah.
But even with Prodigy. Like he would at least. The only thing I would give Kendrick is that Kendrick,
Niggas
for
forget
what it's
about
worth, he
that
said
beef,
first
though,
person
Charles.
shooter.
Yeah.
Charles.
So we knew he was talking about the two of them.
Niggas forget about that beef though.
With the Prodigy.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, Jay-Z put names to stuff. And then he give you all the bar every now and then. To Kendrick's defense, Kendrick said first person shooter.
Yeah.
We only know
Amigo.
what two people who got a song
It was obvious
called
then.
first person
It was
shooter.
obvious then.
So,
Yeah.
so that, I'll give Kendrick that. He said 40 Water, no 40 Water, who's Drake's producer. Drake's producer. So I would, but that's the thing.
Ain't no big three. It's just me.
That's once again who is the big three. You can, so I'll give Kendrick that, but put his name on it. You guys are both just like when him and his cousin did the
Charles,
song.
Charles,
the
keep
big,
it
the Hillbillies joint.
Yeah.
We're gonna take that girl.
Yeah.
Charles,
I know who's the girl, cause Drake.
Yeah.
So like, if
even
you-
with the ASAP jump.
well, ASAP is not a factor in this. So thank you for coming to play, but
But nah, I feel
keep
you.
your ball on the court. Keep your ball on the sideline. You're not in this game.
Well, I'm a ASAP.
He still be throwing jab. Your man still be throwing
Listen,
jabs.
Yeah,
at that
Drake
situation.
has been bothering them for
That's
like
what I'm
years
saying.
now.
He got his jokes.
Yeah.
Love that girl.
Yeah, Drake love that girl. So ASAP,
He hit it
ASAP
first
threw his
before
own
Drake, like he said in the bar, but
No, you talking about the baby mother?
I'm already shocked.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
wild
that's
story.
what-
And
they
bring
Kanye,
the train
Kanye
on
said it.
Baby,
Kanye, and I
threesome.
think yeah.
That's why I'm fucking with
Come on now, Bar.
Kanye. That's why Kanye
Hey,
and
Bar,
Drake
chill
and all
out,
of
Bar.
them. They're all in this, bro. They're all taking shots at each other. And if we don't have these
But this is
gossip
what I like,
blogs,
though.
how would we? I wouldn't have known that baby with a threesome if I wasn't reading shit
Who
on.
the daddy?
Well, and then what's it? You and Rocky, right? Apparently that's the
Yeah,
rumor
that's the
that
rumor, yeah.
Rocky and Drake had
And that Rocky
Drake
just
and
confirmed.
that Drake had
essentially.
the baby. So
And
how,
it took Pusha T to get all of this to be a thing.
apparently Drake's baby mama and ASAP Rocky and Drake had a threesome, and that's where the baby came from. That's what Kanye's
And so they didn't know whose it was. at
Yeah.
first.
But
Real
before
messy
that,
had
it
a
was like,
baby in the. So whose baby
like it was,
is
that's
it?
like it was either two ASAP niggas or it's between ASAP and Drake.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My niggas putting belt at
Honestly,
ass.
Here just like daddy.
Bro, son, ASAP came on that verse like that for a reason. He came on that joint like, hey Slim, somebody owe me rent. Like he came on that joint like it was real life old Flacco. Like I'm just speaking musically. Like I'm not even talking about like beef or none of that shit. I'm just speaking bravado. Like he heard the beat and he was like, oh yeah, I'm old Flacco now. Like I'm back in my bag. Like I'm rapping in that bag. Slim like Yams is still alive type shit.
You drinking Mercer Prince? Huh?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I
Like
that's what I
type
got.
shit.
J. Cole do better.
Like when I heard Flacco come on that joint like that to start the song off, and Future don't let too many people start off a song.
I need to listen to the song. Man.
Bruh, that joint son like yeah, that's a song, bruh.
But
Nah,
yeah,
the
to your point.
Metro Boomin on this two slate thing has honestly been the slightest out this beef. Cause his production on this motherfucker on the
that's fine.
last two jumps have honestly solidified why he should have got that Grammy over Drake.
Yeah.
That one Grammy, he should have got the other one. But that other Grammy that Metro was really beefing about, he should have won it. Because the production on that album that we're actually talking about, it's solidified with these last two tapes.
He's gonna win an award for these two tapes for sure. He better. He fucking.
Because the production, sampling.
Well, Drake is lurking in the shadows.
Come on now.
Drake is gonna drop something,
Of course.
and he's gonna make sure that it comes and it hits harder than these
I
two.
don't know, bro.
Yeah, he's real strategic.
This
I
nigga
don't.
Future stole the formula and Metro executed.
Yeah, but I can't even say he stole
He
the
dropped
formula
the A-side, B-side today.
because
He dropped a whole joint last week.
Yeah.
He got niggas from that you were supposed to sign literally singing about the reasons why they didn't sign to you.
yeah,
You got the niggas that fuck the woman that you still harmonizing about, talking about your baby mother is low key the reason why this situation is low key why we are the reason why you didn't release the fact that you about to have a child.
Yeah.
And then a previous beef is the reason why you had to actually talk about you having a child. And we're not even gonna speak about that nigga and what he actually did to you during that beef. Because Pusha slaughtered you. For real. He's the only nigga that won against Drake.
Because his child came about in the threesome.
Son, Pusha made him a father.
I'm about to say we ain't see that. As soon as he exposed that, then he everywhere with the kid, which is hilarious.
Pusha made him a father, bro.
He never wanted a kid. He wanted that. Okay.
Just like his father. All right, man.
But to your
Big
point,
Sue Dennis, cuz.
to your point, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see where Cole goes from here.
That's what
He apologized.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
There's nothing for. I don't give a fuck about what he said. He apologized, bro, and then switched tapes. I saw it in real time in 2 weeks.
But that's why I love Kendrick so much, because like, again, going back to me being so into competition, like he understands like this is a competition, and I'm willing to go. Like, I'm the type of person, in between the lines, everything's fair game.
Yeah,
As soon as the last whistle blow, then we
You
can go
got
back to
it.
being
Yeah,
cool or
for
whatever
sure.
the case. Oh no, that's just part of the game. But in between the lines of the game,
let's play.
It is what it is.
oh yeah, we getting dirty.
It's me versus you.
I love that shit.
And Kendrick never been afraid to get dirty. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say your name. I'm gonna go at you. Like,
That's real. That's real.
the like that verse.
I'm
It
gonna let
came,
you know that I'm talking about
it came
you.
out of nowhere and it smacked niggas hard because it's just like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
But it's like time and time again he says, yo, I'm willing to do that. Where y'all at? Y'all say I don't be outside, but every time I come outside and I call one of y'all out,
We all at.
Outside.
don't nobody be outside. So yeah, I'm gonna go back inside and be with my family. Cause doing this regular stuff is boring to me.
I appreciate the idea, but like they both be taking jabs.
But I also love
I'm not moved.
I also love when Drake comes
love
outside
Charles.
and starts rapping too.
That's once again, I'm just like
Because Drake can really rap.
they're both like 40 years old and they've been taking jabs for a decade. So like
It's about time we see it. I
that's
just
what
want to
I'm
see
saying.
it.
I'm with
I don't
you.
care. I don't care.
I'm with you.
I don't care if it's one track each.
I'm with you.
I want to see it.
I'm with you. Like I said, like I want the track because like
Yeah.
Doobie freestyle, like I'm with that. Like I'm
Yeah.
with that. Like story of adding up. Like yo,
Yeah.
that's what y'all supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then I let the fans decide. Like if people are like, yo, he got washed.
Yeah.
Listen, people are still arguing about
That's
takeover
part
and
of the
either
sport.
to
Yeah.
this day.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
Give me either.
once again, that's what I'm saying. People.
I don't know, man.
You
Takeover's
see?
hard, bro.
I would see. I remember the day when I
Takeover's hard.
realized I was in the minority that Takeover was
Be
branded.
clear. Be clear. Ether won because of. But you listen to Takeover now.
No, Takeover go crazy.
I played the Blueprint 2 the other day. Just
I'm about to say, like,
just
if
because
you
I was
listen
watching
to it
that,
in transition.
that Joe Budden clip, and
Oh, yeah.
it's just like Ether probably did make. You right, Ether
Yeah.
probably.
It won the
that,
time.
That one was the one.
Bruh.
That was Blueprint 2 might have been the one where it was like, all right,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like Drake can do that. Like.
Yeah.
J. Cole can do that. He
Yeah.
can have his Blueprint 2 moment where he makes the track and explain.
But will he?
Jigga didn't explain because he was like, hey, my mom can't save you on this one.
Yeah.
Like he could do. J. Cole has the ability to say, hey, this is why, like you said, this is why I had to do it.
And I think he
how
will.
I did that.
I think he will once the dust settles on whatever
hope
Drake
he
and
does.
Kendrick gonna do.
Because I think J. Cole can rap. I like J. Cole music.
Oh, I mean, as far as like the technicality of rapping, I feel like J.
He's
Cole
really
has
good
the
at that.
biggest advantage. It was never. I feel like as far as
Really?
the technicality of putting words and metaphors together, I think Cole got it. I think what Cole's missing is that competitive edge. But I feel like Kendrick's the more well-rounded.
If that's what you're missing, then there's no reason to talk about it.
Exactly.
That's an interesting concept
get it.
Because the other nigga has that.
But like if you listen to like Cole on songs like what's it called, Pie, on his latest joint.
The joint with
That nigga
Didn't
left
hear it.
That nigga
Didn't
left
hear
Earth.
it.
I'm gonna need you to listen to it. It's
really good.
it's hard to listen to now, right? I haven't listened to the project since he apologized. But
It's a good project.
if you can just
I mean, I'm just not a big J. Cole fan.
Here's the thing about music in particular. If you don't like
he
someone,
leaves Earth.
if you don't
in
like
a lot of his
someone,
verses.
you're not gonna be. Because I like
The
how you
last
put the
time
technical point.
Yeah.
Because that's a really big thing in rap. A lot of rappers are not good, but you like their music.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But
That
no.
is very okay.
The last time I felt like J. Cole left Earth was premeditated murder.
That's what I'm saying. So
Really?
that's like 15 years ago. And
Exactly.
there's no way I can
Have
allow.
you heard? Have you heard?
Son, I
he's made a lot of
literally
good
told
music.
you I don't listen to
I'm
J.
trying
Cole.
to.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Listen.
Like, that's what I'm saying. These niggas know I don't listen to J.
Yeah.
Cole, bro.
Well, that's my thing about the
And
rap
then
thing.
you heard me with like
Yeah,
after my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
rappers list, and then we
And I
jumped
like all the rappers you named too.
and then
For
we
sure.
jump from them.
Listen.
And then we jump to Bodie James.
Yeah, Bodie
Listen,
James.
I like a lot of the rappers he likes, but in the technical, like the point you made, in the technical standpoint, those
Yeah.
guys aren't as good as J. Cole. And there's no
Fabulous
listen.
is the best technical rapper that I like.
I would
Okay.
probably argue maybe Bodie, but that's
Yeah, Bodie is the best
Yeah, I
technical
would say
rapper that I
Bodie.
like.
But that's just once again. This is the thing about music. It's so beautiful. It's subjective. We can
Bodie
argue,
and Pusha.
we can argue about who,
that's
what,
another one.
Them
who,
the
or what
two best
makes
technical rappers that I
something
like.
technical.
another one.
But
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
oh yeah,
your
we're
thing,
about to
bro.
be done anyway. But there's a rhyme scheme, and I think to my brother's point, J. Cole does that well.
Oh,
Now,
no.
you might not like
But
it.
I've never discredited J. Cole on that front though.
Well, people say he's not good at rapping, and
Oh,
that's,
I would never say that.
and I think that's the thing here, that J. Cole might not be the type of rapping you like.
Oh, no,
but
never.
at the skill set of rapping,
He got that.
J. Cole can rap.
His son, J. Cole and Kendrick are probably the two best rappers I've ever heard in my lifetime. Like, I'm talking about living rappers.
No,
Other than Jay-Z, Nas.
Lupe.
I mean, come on, Charles. I'm just talking about new rappers.
What?
I'm talking about come out
listen,
since I've been alive.
Nigga, it's funny when a nigga think you blew up after Lupe. I'm just,
Touche.
I
That's
I
a
just
good
think
bar.
there's a,
That's an excellent bar.
you know, that's a Dre bar.
I'm
But
here.
that's neither here nor there. No, I just think that
He dropped after the niggas thought he stole Big Sean flow.
Yo, was that 5 a.m. in Toronto?
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think this is the thing. I think people are popular. I think J. Cole's a really good rapper, but like,
Bro.
there's Black Thought.
Even your man,
I think,
bruh,
you know,
Black
there's
Thought.
there's plenty of guys who, when putting together words, listen, J. Cole. I mean, Kendrick Lamar is black version Eminem. Like, that's.
We have five on this fucking show.
Like, I mean, if you just talking about like
Nigga said he was on minutes.
how
He was
you
on his way in
rap
10
and
minutes.
shit. Like, he makes voices. He does all the things that Eminem did, but nobody wants to hear a white guy. Like, if you're from Compton, it's a much better hip hop story than if you're a white guy from Detroit. Like,
Yeah. All of those factors, like, again, Kendrick, this is what I loved about Kendrick, Cole. This is why they're the big three to me, right? They came in the game as students of the game. Like, they didn't just come in the game, all right, I'm going to do my art again. They really studied the game, so they know the history. Not just the mainstream history, underground history. So they know, they understand hip hop. So they are able to do different things in hip hop, like you mentioned, when Kendrick does the voices. Kendrick is lyrical. Kendrick gives you the art. Kendrick has the storytelling. Drake does the same thing. Cole does the same thing. That's why we appreciate it, because far in between do we find artists that can do everything in hip hop. Everything that you can think about in hip hop, those three can weave in and out of almost effortlessly.
yeah.
Whereas a lot of other people try to do it, but it seems kind of forced. And that's why we love these artists.
I agree.
So now when you add certain things, like Kendrick's from Compton, we all know how legendary the city of Compton is, and what that city has contributed
Nigga from
to
Bompton, cuz.
hip hop.
Yep.
He from Bompton.
Yeah, that part. So, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that, he brings a little, I think, I was talking to somebody and they brought up, oh no, I heard it on a podcast, another podcast, they was talking about geography. It matters. Because nothing to get North Carolina, but
Yeah.
No, I fuck with North Carolina.
yeah.
That's my
Me
second
too.
home.
He said me too.
But
It's slow as shit down there, motherfucker.
but Compton is just a different beast, where it's like
Yeah, for sure.
that competitive edge is just different there. And I feel
More.
that's how I feel.
I'm about to say.
That's how I feel about
That
DC
nigga
too.
from, all right, first of all, that nigga from Raleigh, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you're not from the Ville?
Nah, he from Raleigh, bro.
Oh, that was from Fayetteville? That's his whole thing. His whole thing is he's from Fayetteville. That's
He
not.
said he from the Ville. He really from Raleigh.
That's what I thought he was from Facebook. Once again, I'm not from North Carolina, so I'm gonna mind my business.
First of all, he was born in Germany.
I'm about to say, if you want to keep it a bean,
I'm not from there, so
you want to keep it a bean. He's a migrant.
I'll let you decide. Those are not my people.
He's a migrant for real.
I'm
But
barely telling people they from PG, so
and people tell me I'm barely from PG, so
touche.
yeah.
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Continue.
but nah, he from the Ville.
But yeah, that geography matters because a lot of places you're not gonna.
But I definitely think that that standpoint shapes a lot of his viewpoint, and which he raps from, and that's something I can't relate to, and that's also why it's just like I'm not a J. Cole fan. Like, don't have a white mom. She's not from Germany.
Leave the white, leave his white mother alone.
Leave that man mama alone, man.
I'm just being honest though.
That white mother has done nothing to you. Like,
She did. I'm happy. Hey, all right. First of all,
his white baba alone.
all right. Let's kill this. Let's kill the air. Cause y'all out here acting like I'm being racist.
I didn't say anything. Who said anything about racist? You said leave his white baba alone.
I just leave it.
Nobody say he was racist.
I'm just saying, you know.
Leave that man white baba
I
alone.
brought white into it. I brought race into it. I
There's
just
no
want
race in Islam, buddy. Remember that.
Hey, we have 5 on this show. We have 5 on this show. Goddamn. And that's all I wanted to recognize, Charles.
That part.
That's all I wanted
Now
to
you want to
recognize.
recognize her.
Not
Nasty
that
word.
ain't no race in this slum, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I also know what the Germans did, and
I also know the Germans did is crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Charles, you know what they did, you know what I'm saying, 1903 to 1906, you know what I'm saying, in the African nations.
Y'all are ridiculous.
You want to get specific or you
I
good?
don't want no problems with
Oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? We shout out to Germany. Y'all corrected y'all wrong.
Before we leave, is there anything you want to tell the people
Charles,
about?
hey, okay, so Curt, anything that you want to correct?
Going on?
Yeah, I'm working on this summer collection. It's coming.
When they dropping though, because I got my money ready.
When to be announced. Because I don't want to give a date, and it could be a lot sooner than that date.
Okay.
Nice.
But
Nigga lying.
It's gonna be
later than that.
it's gonna be inspired by the Summer Olympics is coming up, so I'm gonna tell a lot of different stories in this collection from.
You know, France don't like black people or Muslims.
Well, it's not all gonna be about France. I'm just saying the Olympics in general. There are a lot of stories from the Olympics in general that
I was just asking because, you know, France
yeah.
oppressed a lot of those countries that some stories could be talked about.
For sure. But just in general, I mean, everybody knows of the Dream Team, so I'm definitely gonna tap into that. But even outside of the Dream Team, there was
Shout
a
out
lot
to the
of
Sevens.
there was a lot of stories that were inspiring to the black community, and that were just inspiring in general, or to the streetwear community. There's a story to be told there. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Of course, the fall's coming, so I got some nice pieces for the fall as of previewed to you already. So yeah, just that, and I'm gonna be outside, man.
Hey man, that fucking jacket. Nah, dead ass. I might wear a lab, put forehead to floor for that jacket, man. Nah, Charles, show him the jump. Show him the jacket, bro.
You gonna show me?
No, the jump you showed me. Like, show him right now. Show him right now. Because I want this to be real loud. I want to see his expression.
Hey.
Nah, dead ass.
Show him that thing you did.
Real African parent. Like,
show him
you
that
know
thing.
that little dance you did? Show him the little dance you did.
Show him.
Dead ass. Like, nah, for real. Because this jacket that he talking about, because low key could.
These are really swing. The material, I definitely see what you're saying with the material. It's definitely. I would definitely find this in a thrift store and be like, "This is hard. This is hard."
What's the first thought that you came to though? Like, just think about it. Everything we talked about in the podcast.
Yeah, this really reminds.
What brand reminds you of that? Don't say the brand.
I don't know, but this corduroy definitely is something that, like,
He said durable.
This reminds me.
Durable. Working brand.
Yeah, that's very hard. It reminds me of something. I was seeing previews for the movie The Holdovers.
Yeah, the logo is gonna be debossed on
that. Looked like something that would be on the movie The Holdovers.
Sign me up. I'm there.
Yeah, this is very hard.
It start with a C, right?
Well, as long as the streets is ready,
The brand James you're thinking about start with a C, right? All right.
So
yeah,
Curt,
so I'm gonna
You
be.
know what I'm saying? The Jones be like, hey, need an oil change.
Yeah.
That type jack.
That's what we want.
I gotta I'm trying to do more pop-ups this year.
Diamond quilt?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's gonna be a plaid inside. I'll show you.
Flannel?
Yeah, flannel inside. Yeah, it's flannel inside.
Bro, we been talking about shit.
Let
Y'all niggas, y'all weren't here while we was talking
Let my man
business.
finish cooking, man.
My
He's trying to
bad,
explain to y'all
Nah, y'all
something.
good. But yeah, I'm doing pop-ups. I'll be doing the gift flea market next Saturday.
Can we
Sandlot.
get a date on that?
Sandlot, yeah. What's that? The 20th. 420.
420.
One day.
Yeah. So I'll be there.
Yes, the beef in the group chat.
I guess what's that? 4. I think it's from 11. It's from 11 to 4 or something like that. I gotta get that right. But I'll be posting flyers for that soon. We're gonna do that and many more to come. Many more pop-up opportunities to be outside and to introduce ourselves to new customers and expand that way. So.
Wow, this has been a pleasure. We done learned about some art.
Yeah.
Remember, always.
Respect time, goddammit.
I was waiting for someone to finish.
I already knew. Like I figured. I caught this joke.
That part. I didn't want to be the corner to do this. Respect.
This nigga.
I caught it.
Yeah, Howard University.
Right. HB. Yeah, always respect time, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
Make some noise one last time for a good brother.
That part. Appreciate y'all, man.
Deserve,
It's always love, bro. Appreciate you pulling up.